I couldn't really think straight because most of the blood had drained away from my head here to another head. And so I was happy just to let her say the prayer to Jesus. It was like a minute or two. It was like a very beautiful long prayer, and then off we went. God forbid, this is before I truly understood the significance of the Torah and its teachings about monogamy. So when confronted by a mounting threat to its geopolitical interests, like Beijing does not wait to be attacked. It shoots first to gain the advantage of surprise. So there were times, like God forbid, in my past when I wasn't the holy man that I am now, that I would, God forbid, I would kiss first to gain the advantage of surprise. Like I figure if we're having a nice conversation and like if she's maintaining eye contact with me for 3 seconds, like she's not moving away from the eye contact for 3 seconds, and if she's like touching my shoulder or touching my elbow, then it's like move in, just like boom, give her a nice kiss on the lips and let's get this party started. God forbid. This is before I became Sherman Nagia, like not touching women in lascivious ways. God forbid. In conflicts with the Korean War and with Vietnam in 1979, China has used force as an educational exercise. Like it's willing to pick a very costly fight with a single enemy to teach it a lesson, and to teach those who are observing from the sidelines to teach her a lesson too, right? So did you watch the TV show Weeds? The young kid was getting bullied, and so the youngest kid got the advice to go to school and like find the biggest bully in the playground and just like punch him in the face. So this is how China operates. So often people are performing, and they may perform all over us, not for our direct benefit or loss, but because they want to send a message to other people. I mean, have you ever had someone like perform all over you and you're like, what the heck, bro? I don't get it. Just be cool, bro. Like, why you got to perform all over me? But they're performing all over you for the benefit of a message they want to send out, and you're just the prop. You're just the meat that they're beating into a sandwich, so to speak. God forbid. All right, so when and why does Beijing use force? So China attacks not when it feels confident about the future, but when it worries its enemies are closing in. So the Chinese Communist Party wages war when it perceives an open window of vulnerability regarding its territory and immediate periphery. And this is like men. God forbid, there are men out there in the dating scene that they perceive an open window of vulnerability, or they perceive a closing window of opportunity, and they go in, so to speak. God forbid. God forbid. Luke, the dominant characteristic of people in the porn industry and people in the alt-right is they don't tend to have many connections. So if you are particularly connected to other people, then you're going to get into this highly marginalized world. You're going to be a marginalized loser, and you're going to get into this world, and you're going to want to try to assert your dominance, right? By definition, people in the porn industry and people in the alt-right, they don't play nicely with others, right? Those are the only type of people who are drawn to these spheres, because perhaps the defining characteristic of those that go in for conspiracy theories is that it's people who feel socially excluded, right? You feel socially excluded, you're going to be much more likely to get into conspiracy theories. And then the more you get into conspiracy theories, the more socially excluded you get.